Anne's agony after horse accident horror. Princess Anne will hate having to miss a series of engagements this week after suffering head injuries and a concussion, a former staff member told MailOnline today. The Princess Royal is being treated at Southmead Hospital in Bristol after she is said to have been kicked by a horse on her Gatcombe Park estate in Gloucestershire. The 73-year-old royal, a skilled horsewoman who competed in the 1976 Montreal Olympics, was going for a walk yesterday evening when the incident occurred. Emergency services were sent to the estate and, after being given medical care at the scene, Anne was transferred to hospital for tests, treatment and observation. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. She will now have to miss at least 9 engagements this week, including a trip to Canada and a banquet for the Japanese state visit in London tomorrow. Anne has often been dubbed the hardest working royal, and a former staff member who worked closely with her for several years told MailOnline today, "She'll hate it. But she's an amazing woman and will quickly bounce back. No one would ever dare to tell her to slow down when I was there, and I doubt it will change even after this." Anne is a key member of the King's slimmed-down working monarchy, and has played a big role by stepping up in support of Charles amid his cancer diagnosis. The princess is known for her no-nonsense approach and her commitment to royal duty, and the King made a point earlier today of making public his fondest love and well wishes for his sister. Anne is understood to have been taking an evening stroll on her estate with horses nearby when she was hurt. The princess was left with minor wounds to the head, and her medical team are understood to believe these are consistent with a potential impact from a horse's head or legs. But due to the concussion sustained by the princess, precise details of the accident are unable to be ascertained at the moment, MailOnline understands. She is expected to make a full recovery but will miss 9 engagements in the coming 7 days, including a royal visit to Canada this Sunday. Her hospital stay has again highlighted how stretched the royal family is, with the King and the Princess of Wales both being treated for cancer. Anne's husband, Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence, and her children Zara Tyndall and Peter Phillips, were on the estate at the time she was injured. An air ambulance was flown to the scene but not required to take Anne to hospital. The royal was given treatment before being taken to Southmead Hospital for tests, treatment and observation, with Sir Tim by her side. Her brother Charles was immediately informed, but Anne's engagements this week have been postponed on her doctor's advice. Her Royal Highness sends her apologies to any who may be inconvenienced or disappointed as a result, a royal spokesman said. The Princess Royal is the hardest working royal in terms of annual engagements at a time when the King has cut back on events and Prince William has also taken time off to care for his wife. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have walked away from royal duties completely. A palace spokesman said Anne was recovering well and in a comfortable condition. Subject to medical advice, she is expected to be able to return home later this week. It is understood she has suffered concussion and minor injuries to the head, but she is expected to make a full recovery. It is not thought that any other individual was involved in the incident. It is believed that palace officials have a working hypothesis of how the princess sustained her injuries, but cannot be 100% certain at this stage. A royal spokesman added, "Her Royal Highness is receiving appropriate expert care. No further details are being shared at this stage." Her Royal Highness will remain in Southmead Hospital unless or until her medical team advise otherwise. Sir Tim Lawrence accompanied Her Royal Highness to hospital. Announcing the news at 12:20 p.m. today, a Buckingham Palace spokesman said, "The Princess Royal has sustained minor injuries and concussion following an incident on the Gatcombe Park estate yesterday evening. Her Royal Highness remains in Southmead Hospital, Bristol, as a precautionary measure for observation, and is expected to make a full and swift recovery." The King has been kept closely informed and joins the whole royal family in sending his fondest love and well wishes to the princess for a speedy recovery.